Hello, my Virgos, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. So, I hope you watch the Hierophant. That's like my introduction, where I talk about the cards I use. I do a small, global, what's going on in the world reading. I tell you what's going on in the heavens. Also, like this week, we have a full moon in Leo. So I discuss a little bit more about that. Now, remember that these are general readings, may or may not resonate. So take what you like, leave the rest. Let's see what we have. Higher power. What do you want to tell our Virgos? My Virgos, I do feel, again, maybe this is because of Venus and Pisces going on. I do feel like you're going to have a very spiritual weekend. You've been kind of going back and forth between that. Sometimes it's because you feel like the physical world is not necessarily all that kind, and so sometimes it's good for you to get to the spiritual. I do feel like you need to be watching you need to be doing your journaling, and you need to be really doing your meditation and connecting. Now, this is a full moon. I do not worship the moon, but I do look at it as a divine creation, and I use that for my own meditation, my own connecting with God and Source, Holy Spirit. So it is a good energy. Let's put it this way. It is an energy that affects us all. It affects our water, our tides. It affects our moods. It is a very feminine energy also. So I do think it's a good time. Remember, release, relinquish, request. It's a good time for you, my Virgos, to maybe do a little bit of journaling, maybe do a little bit of reconnecting. Now I'm working on my computer. I have a new computer, and so some of the glitches with the software, it's more software stuff I have to figure out. I love the computer, but let's see. This one's reversed, so let's see stronger energies. Let's see what we have for Virgos. The Six of Water. So 6 is the number of man. It's the energies you put into something. Water is Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Sorry. There is a lot of emotional, flowing, spiritual energy with this. This is a very nostalgic energy. This is looking back to maybe when you were a child, maybe when your children were children, maybe just to a better time, maybe to a happier time. So there is a sense of remember when. Now, it could also be that you're coming around other people that were from your past, and maybe you're having, maybe you're doing something. Maybe you're having a full moon ceremony type of thing, and you're getting around with some of the friends that you've had from your past, and you're doing something like that. But this has a very loving energy, a very caring energy. This has a very, in some ways, a romantic energy, and in some ways, just a very, just an energy of connecting with that past. And sometimes, my Virgos, you need to do that. You need to see where you've been in order for you to know where, you need to know where you've been in order to know how far you've come, okay? But this is also a very forgiving energy this weekend. So again, I do think it's a very spiritual weekend for you. I'm not feeling like it's a time for you to be alone and watching all the Hallmark movies or all the, wrapping up into a warm blanket. I do feel it's a good time to have some friends with you, but I'm not saying a big party. I think it's a good time to have just people that you care about, and it's a good time to connect with those people. Okay, so here we go. Memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. I don't really feel like the issues are real true issues as much as they're again, I get this, look how far we've come. Look how far we've gotten to. Look at where we're at now. I kind of feel that, I hear that in my head. Okay, next card is the Two of Fire. So we have a 2, which is crossroads, choices, decisions coming together, partnering also. Fire is our Leo, Sagittarius, and our Aries. Leo and Aries have strong connection this weekend. So remember, The moon goes into Leo on Friday, and then it becomes a full moon on Saturday. Jupiter is in Aries, and I think it's trining with Leo. So it's a really strong, positive energy, positive mood. So, so this is about, so here we have this very, it's kind of interesting. Here we have this spiritual, we have this remembrance, we have this nostalgic energy, and here we have this energy that is, excuse me, I had to sneeze. Here we have this energy that is really very emboldened, is really very, powerful. That's really like you stepping out of your comfort zone, you going on a new direction or a new way. It's like you really embracing who you are. And again, it might have something to do with this. It might have something to do, very much, it might have something to do with the metaphysical part of you. Fire, water is very spiritual. Fire is very passionate, and it can be the passion behind the spirit. Now, okay, you've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. So there could be something. I mean, this could be maybe there's a stronger acceptance of who you are and where you are on your journey. And it could be who you are and where you are on your spiritual journey too. So next card is the Eight of Air. I told you I have to work a little bit on the focusing. Here we go. The Eight of Air. 8 is unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. Air energy is our Aquarius, our Gemini, and our Libra. And Aquarius and Gemini are the strong players with this full moon. There's some opposition and squaring off with the Leo energy. Okay, so it does want to make it is pushing. They're both going to push each other, and I can tell you, the Leo energy isn't going to take any crud, okay? The Leo energy is not going to take any crud. The Eight of Air is when you feel like, I can't move, I can't make any decisions, I can't make any choices. Now remember, there is a spiritual thing here. There is a looking back, maybe looking back at a happier time, but there is a boldness with this Two of Fire. So so it's like, I want to make this move. I want to maybe, again, I've been feeling like these jobs ups and downs for you, position up and downs for you. And then the Eight of Air is where you look at things and say, well, you know what? I really can't make a change right now. It's not in my job plan. It's not in my my org chart. I mean, in my flow chart. It's not in my decision tree at this point. The thing is, things do change. Things do change, and the Two of Fire is kind of like saying, just because it doesn't necessarily make sense to you doesn't mean you can't do it. So something's going on. The Two of Fire, I think, is the leader in this. The Six of Water has that looking back, that really sweet energy. And the Eight of Air is that anxiety energy, that I don't know which way I'm supposed to go energy. So the Eight of Air is an illusion of being trapped. It's an illusion of being trapped is because of a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. I feel like the Two of Fire needs to take the lead and says, you've come into your own. Continue to move forward. This is anxiety. This is a little bit of stress. This is like, well, the timing isn't quite right. And I'm not saying that you're leaving your job, changing, but it doesn't mean you cannot put out some resumes. If you're not happy, it doesn't mean that you can't, now granted, I'm a Leo, so when I was working, if I didn't feel happy with my job, fine, I'll get my resumes out. And then usually what would happen is by the time people would be calling me back, I'd be like, well, I'm not ready to leave. So, but I will tell you, putting out resumes or putting out leads or putting out, just kind of like saying, hey, I might want to do this. It doesn't mean, like my mom used to say, just because you're dating him doesn't mean you have to marry him. Okay? So just because you're looking for another job or you're looking at other things, it doesn't mean you have to take it. Okay, so whoever needed to hear that one. It is okay. It is okay to put out resumes. It's okay to go on interviews. It doesn't, you have the option to say no, but it does help with the anxiety. It does help with that. Okay, let's see what we have here. Higher power, what do you have? Oh, intuition. We have the High Priestess here. I love this. So we have a 2 again. This is, again, connecting with your higher power. This is the High Priestess. The High Priestess, a lot of times that energy can be very, very strong. It is a very oracle energy. It is, this is the card that comes after the Magician. The High Priestess can be connected with the Holy Spirit energy here. It can be a little bit on the strong side, but the High Priestess never gives you more than what you can handle. So this is a weekend, again, I've been saying, it's a very spiritual weekend. It's a weekend for you to tap into your spirituality to help you with your reality. How's that? Okay? Intuition. I love her. I do love this energy here. Okay, here we go. Angels of Abundance. What do you have for my Virgos? What do you have for my Virgos? Yeah, sometimes we overthink things too much, and we don't, and it stops us. It stops us. So don't overthink. Think back. Maybe it would be good for you to think back when you were a child and you just kind of felt all warm and safe, and hopefully you did. Hopefully you did. Or maybe it's good to think back to a time when you felt warm and safe. How's that? And then let that build your confidence and let that connect with higher power connections. Pray, meditate. I do all of that. Here we go. Let's see. One more time for my Virgos. Here we go. Virgo energy here. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Here we are. Reversed. Unlimited ideas. Oh, I like her. I love her looking up at that moon. I can see her better here. I love her looking up at that moon. All right. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. Yeah, we tend to block a lot of that. And I'll tell you, I do too. There's been times where I'm like, I can't deal with this now. I can't deal with this now. Call me back later. Leave a message on my spirit voicemail. So reality does get in the way of our spirituality many times over. Okay, let's see. Crystal or energy for my Virgos. Crystal or energy for my Virgos. What do we have here? What do we have here? Moss agate. New beginnings, nature connection, animal allies, and security. So, my Virgos, what did this mean to you? I do feel it's a spiritual weekend, so treat yourself spiritually. How's that? Okay, my Virgos, please take a moment to do the like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. As always, my Virgos, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.